Hello students, welcome to OMSAS Academy. Today we are going to learn class 10th Maths chapter 1 Real Numbers part 10 Types of Decimal Expansion and Theorem number 1.5, Theorem 1.6 and Theorem 1.7. Hello students, welcome to OMSAS Academy. Now we are going to learn what are the types of decimal expansion in this topic. So friends, how many types of decimal expansion are there? You already know that what are rational numbers and what are irrational numbers, right? But how can we identify that whether in decimal form is it a rational or an irrational number? Okay, so for this, just study this. Mainly the types of decimal expansion, there are two types of decimal expansions. One are terminating decimal expansion and another are non-terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear? And further, non-terminating decimal expansions are also classified into two categories. One is recurring and another is non-recurring. Okay friends, so let us brief out these words. What does the terminating means? We have already learned this concept in 9th standard. We are just revising it fastly. So terminating means जो terminate होता है, that means that ends. Okay, so for example 0.25 is a terminating decimal expansion. For example 5.625 is also a terminating decimal expansion. Then 532.5, it is also terminating decimal expansion. Why terminating? Because nothing is continued. Here the end comes. Okay, यहाँ पे जो है ये इसका end आ जाता है. Is it clear? So that's why they are called as terminating decimal expansions. Then comes non-terminating decimal expansions. Now friends, in case of non-terminating decimal expansions, there are two types of categories, that is recurring as well as non-recurring. So what are recurring? Recurring decimals are those which name suggests that which are repeating. Recur means what? To repeat. Okay. So for example, say there is a decimal 1 upon 3 can be written as what? 0.33333 dot. That is a recurring decimal. Okay. So if we want to write in short, we write it as 0.3 bar. Is it clear? For example 2.575757 dot is written as what? 2.57 bar. So this whatever the decimal expansion have bar on them, they are called as repeating. Repeating means these are recurring decimal expansions. Is it clear? For example, say it is 1.60606060 dot, that means 1.60 bar. You can also have some decimals like 2.537 5888888 dot. Means here there is repetition of 8, so we can write as 2.53758 bar. Is it clear? Here see friends, I have done bar on only 8. Why? Because 8 is only repeating in these decimals. Okay. So these all kind of decimals expansions are called as repeating or recurring decimal expansions. Now we come to the non-recurring part. Is it clear friends? So what are non-recurring? Any guess? Non-recurring means, yes, the word suggests that they are non-repeating. Okay, so they are non-repeating. So now how can we say that they are non-repeating? Say for example decimal expansion is 0.10, 100, 1000, 1000 4 times. Okay, and dot. That means what? this series continues, but there is no repetition of the same numbers. Or is it clear? So that's why this is called as a non-recurring. Then suppose say 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dot 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 dot. Is it clear? So here also no number is repeated. Is it clear? So we cannot guess that where it will end. It continues like this only. It is called as non-recurring. Okay. So friends, whatever are terminating decimal expansions are which kind of numbers? They are called as rational numbers. What kind of numbers these are called as? Rational numbers. Okay. Why rational numbers? Because we can express this all terminating decimal expansions in P by Q form. Okay. Then what about recurring? Recurrings are called as also rational numbers. These also we can express it in P by Q form. And non-recurring are called as what? Irrational numbers. Okay. So these are called as what? Irrational numbers. For example, if you are asked to find what is the value of root 2, you know very well that root 2 is an irrational, right? So, do you know what is the value of root 2? What is the value of root 2? Any guess? 1.41421356 dot 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 something like this. Is it clear? Understood? So value of root 2 is what? 1.41421356 dot 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 dot. Say root 3. Value of root 3 is 1.73214 2857 dot 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 dot. So here see friends, nothing is repeated. Is it clear? So these are all irrational numbers. Then we can also say the exact value of pi up to some digits. Exact value of pi. What is the value of pi? 3.14, right? But that is the rounded value. Is it clear? We are rounding off and taking as 3.14. But actually the value of pi is 3.141592653565 dot 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 dot. Is it clear? So exact value of pi is also in the form of non-recurring form. Is it clear? So hope this is clear friends. Now these are the types of decimal expansion. Now we move to the important theorems related to these types of decimal expansions. Let us learn the theorems. So friends, the first theorem for decimal expansion is theorem 1.5. What does this theorem expresses? Say, let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Okay, मान लेते हैं कि x कोई रैशनल नंबर है और जिसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन जो है वो क्या है? टर्मिनेट होता है. वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्न व्हाट आर टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशंस, राइट? नाउ देन x can be expressed in p by q form. Revise it just before few minutes I announced that terminating decimal expansions are rational numbers. So here what it says that x can be expressed in the p by q form where p and q are co-primes and the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Is it clear? Where n and m, that is this both powers, are non-negative integers. Is it clear? तो ये थियरम क्या कहना चाहता है कि मान लो कि x कोई रैशनल नंबर है और जिसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन जो है वो टर्मिनेट होता है. Is it clear? So then x को हम p by q फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं जिसमें p और q उसके को प्राइम्स होंगे एंड उसका प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करेंगे q का तो किस फॉर्म में होगा? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. q मीन्स डिनोमिनेटर. जो डिनोमिनेटर में q रहेगा वो क्या फॉर्म में होगा? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. जहां पे n and m will be the non-negative integers. That means they will be positive integers. Okay. So we can do this by examples also. Say I am giving some examples of terminating decimal expansions. Terminating decimal expansions. Okay. These are all irrational numbers also. Say for example 0.35 is terminating decimal expansion. 0.405 is also terminating decimal expansion. 2.6 and 0.375. These all are terminating decimal expansions. Okay. Now these all are rational numbers. These all are rational numbers. So we can express this in a p by q form. Okay. So these are all, say assume that these all are terminating decimal expansion x. And we can express this in p by q form. How? 0.35 is written as 35 upon 100. This is p by q form. Okay. Then 0.405 can be written as 405 divided by 1000. 2.6 is written as 26 upon 10. 0.375 is written as 375 divided by 1000. Is it clear? So these are the terminating decimal expansions expressed in p by q form, but it should be where p and q should be co-primes. So these are not co-primes. So we have to deduct till they become the co-primes. So let us say these both numbers can be divisible by 5. 5 7s are and 5 20s are. So 7 upon 20 is the p by q form in which p and q becomes co-primes. Okay. Here also it is divisible by 5. 5 8s are 40, 5 1s are 5 and 5 200s are. So it is what? 81 upon 200. Is it clear? Here also we have expressed this p by q form, and these both are now co-prime numbers. Why? Because this upper number is divisible by 3 and the bottom is divisible by 2 and 5. Okay. Then 26 upon 10, this also I can express in the simplest form, that 2 13s are 26, 2 5s are, so it is what? 13 upon 5. Is it clear? And 375 upon 1000 can be expressed as 5 7s are 35, 2 5 5 5s are 25, 5 200s are 1000. Again it is divisible by 5. 5 15s are 75, 5 40s are 200. Again it is divisible by 5. 5 3s are and 5 8s are. So answer is what? 3 upon 8. Is it clear? So friends, we have already expressed this decimal expansions, terminating decimal expansions in p by q form, where p and q are co-prime. So till here it is clear, friends. Now the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So here, see here, what is q? Q is 20. So if I prime factorize 20, what will be the prime factors of 20? 20 will be 5 into 2 into 2. Is it clear? So we can express as 7 upon 5 2s are 10, 2s are 20. So 5 raised to 1 into, there are 2 repeated 2 times. So 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 1. Is it clear? Again in the next sum, let us find out the prime factors of 200. So 7 upon 5 into 2, 10 into 5 into 2, 10 into 2 is 100. 10 into 10 into 2 is 100. So we can express this as, how many 2's are there? 3 2, that is 2 cube, into, there are 2 5's, that is 5 square. Is it clear? So 25 into 8 is 200. Then here we can express in p by q form, where q will be 5 raised to 1. Is it clear? There is no 2 over here, so we can write 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 1. Then here, instead of 8, we can prime factorize and write as 2 raised to 3. But there is no 5, so we can write 5 raised to 0. So here friends, in all these cases, you can see the denominator. I am not writing this right now, so that you don't get confused. Just write whatever the prime factors are. Okay. So I am writing this as 2q. Now in this case, see the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Here what is your n? 2 raised to n. Instead of n it is 2, and what is your m? It is 1. So here instead of n it is 2, and instead of m it is 1. Okay, n is power of 2 and m is power of 5. So here n was 2 and the power of 5 was 1. In the second case, what is your n and m? N will be what? 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. This is also in this form, 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. तो यहाँ पे सब के डिनोमिनेटर्स यही फॉर्म में होंगे. Is it clear? So here my n is what? 3 and m is what? 2. But here when I see the denominator, it should be in 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So here there is no 2 present over here. So we can also write this as 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 1. Is it clear? So in this case, what will be your n? N will be 0 and m will be what? 1. Okay. So here what they say that n and m should be the non-negative integers. So 0 is non-negative integer. Is it clear? So it can be 0 also. Is it clear? And m is what? 1. In the last case also, here it was 2 raised to n, but 5 raised to m was not present. So we can write it as 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 0. Is it clear? So here n is what? 3, and what is m? M is what? 0. So is it clear, friends? Let us revise it once more time. That let x be the rational number. कोई x जो है वो rational number है जिसका decimal expansion terminate होता है, तो x can be represented in p by q form. So this all where x, okay, this all where say suppose x को हमने p by q form में represent किया. Is it clear? These are all p by q form, and where p and q are co-prime. So here they are represented in p by q form where p and q both are co-prime numbers. And the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. तो यहाँ पे q का prime factorization है वो हमेशा किस फॉर्म में होगा? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. See all the q. Okay, where n and m are non-negative integers. So here the value of n and m will be what? The non-negative integers. It will be never negative integers. So hope this is clear, friends. So now we move to the next theorem. Now students, in theorem 1.6 it is just the reverse of 1.5. ठीक है, यहाँ पे क्या कहा है in 1.6 that let x is equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integers, then x has a decimal expansion which terminates. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब यहाँ पे क्या कहा है कि यदि मान लेते कि x जो है वो p by q फॉर्म में है और वो रैशनल नंबर है, ठीक है, तो सच दैट उसका प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करे तो उसमें जो q डिनोमिनेटर है उसको हम 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m में एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. तो जहां पे n and m नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स है तो देन x हैज अ डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन व्हिच टर्मिनेट्स. ठीक है, उसके पहले थ्योरम में क्या कहा था कि यदि x का डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन जो टर्मिनेट होता है तो फिर उसका p by q फॉर्म जो है वो किस फॉर्म में होगा? 2 raised to n. p by q फॉर्म में q जो होगा वो 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m में होगा. इज इट क्लियर? और ये थ्योरम में उसका एकदम उल्टा का है कि यदि x जो है वो फ्रैक्शनल फॉर्म में है, दैट इज p by q फॉर्म में है, जहां पे उसका q जो है डिनोमिनेटर इस फॉर्म में है 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, देन मतलब जहां पे n and m नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स है तो फिर क्या होगा कि x एज अ डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन व्हिच टर्मिनेट्स. इज इट क्लियर फ्रेंड्स? वापस से मैं बोल रहा हूं कि थियरम 1.5 में क्या कहा था? गिवन क्या था? व्हाट वाज गिवन इन 1.5 एंड देन तो होगा क्या? इज इट क्लियर? सो गिवन वाज दैट इन थियरम x वाज अ व्हाट? और टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन. गिवन क्या दिया था यहाँ पे? टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन दिया था. इज इट क्लियर? तो फिर x कैन बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ p by q फॉर्म, देन यहाँ पे जो है x को एक्सप्रेस किया जा सकता था p by q फॉर्म में, ओके, वेयर q was in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Is it clear? And theorem number 1.6 में क्या कहा है? What is given in 1.6? That if x is equal to p by q form, मतलब x यहाँ पे जो है p by q form में already है. Is it clear? It is in the p by q form such that the prime factorization of q is, यहाँ पे q जो है वो किस फॉर्म में है? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. This is also given. Okay, where n and m are non-negative integers. Then what will be? Then x जो है it will have what? Terminating decimal expansion. Okay. तो यहाँ पे आपको समझ में आया कि given क्या था और फिर क्या होगा यदि x 1.5 क्या कहता था कि यदि x terminating decimal expansion है तो फिर x को रिप्रेजेंट किया जा सकता है p by q फॉर्म में, जहां पे q आपका 2 raised to n और 5 raised to m होगा. एंड 1.6 क्या कहता है यहाँ पे कि x जो है यदि p by q फॉर्म में है या फ्रैक्शन फॉर्म में है, दिस इज गिवन हियर. ओके, इफ x इज गिवन इन p by q फॉर्म where q is 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, it can be expressed in 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, then what it will be assumed that x will have a terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear? So let us see some examples over here. Examples देख लेते हैं. कौन से examples है? Suppose say for example I can write x is equal to 5 by 16. Okay, or I can write as 17 upon 125 also. So here this is x की वैल्यू दे दी है, ठीक है. x is in the p by q form where q can be expressed in 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integers. This is given. So I can express this. This is in p by q form and q can be expressed as 2 raised to 16. So what are the prime factors of 16? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So it is expressed as 2 raised to 4. Okay. Here also in this case 125 is what? 5 cube. So it can be expressed in this form. But we need in which form? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. तो यहाँ पे हम ऐसा लिख सकते हैं, यहाँ 5 नहीं है तो we can write as 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 0. Okay. And here there is no 2 present over here, so we can write as 17 upon 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 3, because anything raised to 0 is what? 1. Is it clear? So if this is in this form, then we can say that it will have a decimal expansion which terminates. इसका decimal expansion जो होगा वो terminate होगा. तो how we can find the decimal expansion of this? It is very easy friends. यहाँ पे नीचे देखो Q में 2 का highest power क्या था? 4 and 5 had a power of 0. So to make it balance, I need what? I need to multiply 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. Okay, and whatever I multiply in the denominator side, I'll multiply on the numerator side also. So it will be what? 5 into 5 raised to 4 is what? 5 raised to power 5. Okay, upon 2 5s are, it will be 10 raised to power 4. So what is 5 raised to power 5? 5 raised to power 5 is 5 5s are 25 5s are 125 5s are 625 into 5 is 5 5s are 25, 3125. So it will be what? 3125 upon 10 raised to 4 is 10,000. So if I move the 4 decimals from last to the forward position, so it will be what? 0.3125. Okay, so this is the terminating decimal expansion. Okay, वापस से एक बार. तो 5 upon 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 0 था. Is it clear? तो यहाँ पे मुझे 10 लाना है, 10 raised to something power लाना है. तो what I will have to do? I will have to make the powers equal of 2 and 5. तो यहाँ पे 5 का पावर 0 था, तो I need 5 के पावर 4 होने चाहिए यहाँ पे. So उसके लिए मैंने क्या किया है? Multiplied 5 raised to 4 on the denominator side as well as on the numerator side. So it will be 5 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 4 became what? 5 raised to 5 upon नीचे डिनोमिनेटर में क्या हो गया? 2 5s are 10 whole raised to power 4. Okay, so it will be 10,000 and the upper part will be 3125. So 3125 upon 10,000 is what? 0.3125. This is your terminating decimal expansion. Okay, ये आपका terminating decimal expansion होगा. In the same way, नीचे का भी हम कर सकते हैं. If I want to make this as a terminating decimal expansion, क्या कर सकते हैं अपन? तो यहाँ पे 2 और 3 के पावर देखो, उसमें हाईएस्ट पावर 5 का है, यहाँ पे हाईएस्ट पावर 2 का था 4. यहाँ पे इन Q highest power is of 5 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 0. So what I will have to do is, here it can be expressed as 17 upon 5 raised to 3. So to balance it, I need to multiply 2 raised to 3 on the denominator and numerator side. Both side I have multiplied it. So it will be what? 17 into 2 cube is what? 8 upon 5 twos are, it will be 10 whole raised to power 3. So 17 into 8 is what? 136 upon 1000. Is it clear? So it will be what? 0.136. This is also your terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear, friends? So it is very easy. तो यहाँ पे थियरम 1.6 से हमने क्या सीखा कि यदि x जो है वो कोई p by q फॉर्म में है और वो रैशनल नंबर है जहाँ पे q जो है it can be expressed in 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m where n and m are non-negative, then यदि ऐसा दिया है तो क्या होगा? x का जो डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन है वो टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगा. So x will have as a terminating decimal expansion. If this is given, then and then only x will have a terminating decimal expansion. If this is not given, then x will not have a terminating decimal expansion. So hope this topic is clear, friends. Now we move to the next part. So students, now we come to the last theorem of this decimal expansion, that is theorem 1.7. Now what does this 1.7 theorem explains to us? That let x is equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m where n and m are non-negative integers, then x as a decimal expansion which is non-terminating repeating, or we can say non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. So यहाँ पे क्या कहा है friends कि suppose say x जो है, if x is in the p by q form, जहाँ पे q जो है is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Remember this. Here q is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m means it will have some other prime factors other than 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Okay. So where n and m are non-negative integers, then we can say that x will have a decimal expansion which is a non-terminating and repeating, or we can say non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. Is it clear, friends? Example, say let us take some example of this. X should be in p by q form, say 17 upon 30. So if I prime factorize 30, what are the prime factors of 30? 17 upon 2 into 5, 10 into 3 is 30. Okay, so here in this case you are getting q in the form of 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n? No, there is one another prime factor apart from 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, that is 3. Okay, so जब भी ऐसा कोई सम आएगा जिसमें डिनोमिनेटर जो है it will q will not be in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, then what it will be? This will have a decimal expansion which will be non-terminating and recurring. Is it clear? So what will be the decimal expansion of this? We can say that if we divide this 17 upon 30, okay, or we can say 17 divided by 3 into 10, it is what? 1.7 divided by 3. Okay, so if I divide this 1.7 divided by 3, what it will be? 0.35 is 15, so it will be 15, so 2 will be the remainder. and 1 0 will be brought down. So 3 6 are 18, 2 0, 3 6 are 18, 2 0, 3 6 are 18, 2 0, and so on. Okay, so the decimal expansion is something 0.5666 dot 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 dot. Is it clear? So we can write it as the decimal expansion, we can write it as 0.56 bar. Now which kind of decimal expansion is this, friends? It is a non-terminating, क्योंकि repeat हो रहा है 6, so it is non-terminating and recurring. क्यों recurring? क्योंकि 6 repeat भी हो रहा है, ठीक है. So it is continuing, so we are keeping this dot 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 dot, or we are keeping the bar over here. And recurring means the number is repeated over here. Which number is repeated? 66666. Okay, so this is the example in which x is in the p by q form, but q is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. तो फिर उसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगा, वो क्या होगा? नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग एंड रिकरिंग. So friends, let us quickly revise these theorems. Theorem number 1.5 says what? Theorem 1.5, theorem 1.6 and theorem 1.7. If and then. Okay, what will be given and what will happen? So in theorem 1.5, what was that? That if x is equal to, x is having what? Terminating decimal expansion. Okay, x will have a terminating decimal expansion. Then what will happen? Then we can find that x can be represented in the form of what? X will be equal to what? P by q form. Okay, where q will be in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Is it clear? This is just for your information, friends. Now theorem 1.6 क्या कहता था? यही चीज यहाँ पे दी थी, that if x is, say, suppose x is equal to p by q form, where q की वैल्यू जो है 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m आपको दी है, then x will have what? A decimal, a terminating decimal expansion. X will have what? Terminating decimal expansion. ठीक है, यदि x की टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगी तो x का p by q फॉर्म होगा, जहां पे p and q कोप्राइम होंगे, and q will be what? 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, where n and m will be a non-negative integers. Theorem 1.6 क्या कहता था कि if this is given that x is in the p by q form and q जो है 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m होगा, तो फिर x का कैसा डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगा? It will have a terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear, friends? Now the last theorem says that x is in the p by q form, but q is not equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. ठीक है, theorem 1.7 क्या कहता है कि q इसका 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m नहीं है, जहां पे other than these two prime factors are present. मतलब where, see for example here, other than 2 and 5, which prime factor was present? 3. It can be any other also. It can be 7 also, it can be 11 also, it can be 13 also, it can be 19 also. तो जहां पे 2 और 5 के अलावा दूसरे जो है प्राइम फैक्टर्स आएंगे q के अंदर, ठीक है, तो फिर x का जो डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन कौन सा होगा? नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग एंड रिकरिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगा. Remember this rule, friends. Okay, it will have non-terminating and recurring. So यहाँ पे मेन कंसेप्ट फंडा यही है कि q जो है वो 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m आएगा तो टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन होगा. एंड भैया 2 raised to n और 5 raised to m q की वैल्यू नहीं होगी तो फिर क्या होगा? It will have a non-terminating expansion, decimal expansion and recurring. Is it clear? So hope these concepts are clear. So with this, one more point, last point I would like to add is the decimal expansion of any irrational number is non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, any irrational number, this we have already learned in the first session. Irrational number का decimal expansion कैसा होगा? It will have non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansion. Okay, this is just in the case of irrational numbers. Okay, these three theorems were based on the rational numbers, and this point is based on the irrational number. That irrational number will always have non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansions. Examples we have already taken: root 2, root 3, value of exact pi. Okay, so this is clear, friends. So with this we end this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you students for watching this video. To view our more videos, please click on like and subscribe button given below. Thank you.